morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise.
A very good morning. It's the 17th of December 2014. You're joining me live and direct from the Newsfirst Center here in Colombo on Primetime Sunrise. Let's first take a look at what's making headlines this morning. Misuse of public property has increased ahead of the presidential elections. A statement by Transparency International. Super luxury bus service to be launched by the SLTB. At least 142 people killed in an attack by Pakistani Taliban fighters in Peshawar. On to your top story this morning, Transparency International says that the number of instances where public property has been misused for campaigning and propaganda purposes is on the rise ahead of the presidential elections. Director of Transparency International, Attorney at Law S. Ranunge notes that there is a direct support from top management of certain institutions for this purpose. He noted that the Elections Commissioner has been made aware of this situation.
Of Transparency International notes that by these actions state institutions incur a loss. He added that immediate steps should be taken to rectify the situation. Meanwhile, a total of 76 complaints have been lodged with the Elections Secretariat pertaining the misuse of state property and the use of public sector officials for political purposes. The complaints unit at the Secretariat adds that 29 incidents relating to the transfers of state sector officials and 32 incidents relating to promotions and transfers have been lodged as well. The Elections Secretariat adds that all sectors have been notified in this regard. In the meantime, the calling for applications for those voters who require assistance to exercise their franchise at the forthcoming presidential election has commenced. The Election Secretariat notes that these applications will primarily focus on the visually impaired and the physically handicapped. The Election Secretariat also noted that applications should be handed over to the relevant district returning officers before the 31st of December. The Secretariat adds that those accompanying a voter should be over 18 years of age and should not be a representative of any political party. A certificate from a doctor confirming an applicant's medical condition should also be produced when submitting the application.
Well, now a group of persons have damaged a number of vehicles that were parked close to a UMP meeting in Galnava. Speaking to News First, Police Media spokesperson S.S. Ajit noted that the attack had taken place last night and it was reported that the group had also fired shots into the air.
Four motorbike and one truck have been vandalized and damaged by a group of persons at Galnava in Galnava police area yesterday. These vehicles and motorbikes had been parked at a place where a political meeting was conducted by UNP. So after the meeting, when they were removing the cutouts and other things that were installed for the meeting, a group of persons had arrived at the scene where the meeting was conducted and this attack has been conducted. No one has been injured. However, it has been revealed that person had fired at air at the same time, and according to the witnesses, suspects have been identified. Special police team have been deployed in order to conduct investigation.
Well, as mentioned on our headlines this morning, the Sri Lanka Transport Board has taken steps to introduce a new super luxury bus service along 6 important bus routes that lead to the country's commercial capital, Colombo.
To Newsfirst, Deputy Chairman of the SLTB, L.A. Vimalaratna, stated that 200 new buses have been imported for this purpose. The Deputy Chairman added that this step was taken in a bid to reduce the traffic into the city of Colombo and to provide a qualitative service to those working in the state and travel to Colombo on a daily basis.
Well, now the Presidential Commission to investigate complaints regarding missing persons says that it has received 216 new complaints from the Vavuniya district. It was revealed that the complaints have been received following inquiries made by Vavuniya and Setikulam Divisional Secretariat officers during the last 3 days. Secretary of the Commission, H.W. Gunadasa, said that these complaints will be further investigated. Today will be the last day of recording complaints in the Vavuniya district. Gunadasa added that the recording of complaints will be carried out in the Vavuniya Divisional Secretariat office.
Father, in the
We start off sports with some cricket news. Now it was victory for Sri Lanka yesterday. Tilakaratne Dilshan hit 101 and took 3 for 37 to condemn England to an 87-run defeat and seal a 5-2 series win for Sri Lanka. Speaking at a post-match briefing, the two captains shared these views.
I think that one of the hardest things was taking wickets up front. So Sri Lanka most of the time had a good base to get going from. You know, the one game we did take early wickets, we won the game, and also batting at the right rate without losing wickets. You know, we were scoring at a good rate, but we weren't good enough to do it by keeping wickets in hand. You know, the sort of way Sanger and Dilshan have played in particular, they've obviously taken the right option, but been good enough to be able to hit the boundaries and stay in. We've been hitting the boundaries and not staying in.
Yeah, satisfying. I think we all played pretty good cricket in the last couple of weeks. I thought to come out good, and after the heavy defeat in India, we had to really pull our skins out and play really well. But I thought all the boys responded brilliantly. There were some brilliant individual performances. Dilshan has been brilliant. Sangakkara and Mahela, they put their hearts out. They really wanted to win this series and they were brilliant.